Welcome to section 1.2, part 1. This is the second session of the CISSP exam prep series. In this session, we'll build the foundation under every security decision. We'll answer several questions. What are the core goals that security protects? What does each goal really mean in practice? What happens when those protections fail? Can you have too much security? And what extra properties round out a complete model? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because these ideas sit underneath every control you will ever design. Picture an airline booking system, a payroll database, and a hospital patient portal. Each one lives or dies by the same handful of properties. When you can name what you are protecting, you defend it deliberately. When you cannot, you are only guessing. So what are the core goals of security? 3 properties form the heart of the field: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Together they are so central they earn their own name, the core triad. Most controls you meet are really serving one of these 3, and most risks are measured by the harm they do to them. Keep this trio in mind as your scorecard for every defense. What does confidentiality actually protect? It protects secrecy. Confidentiality keeps data away from anyone not cleared to see it. But it is not only about stopping deliberate attackers. Most leaks come from plain human error, a misdirected email or a sloppy setting. You enforce it with encryption, strict access control, strong authentication, and training. Think of a sealed medical file. Only the treating doctor gets to open it. What does integrity protect? It protects the accuracy and trustworthiness of data. Integrity stops information from being changed without permission. That covers outside tampering, honest insider mistakes, and quiet corruption over time. You defend it with access control, hashing, input checks, and intrusion detection. Picture a bank ledger. Every entry must stay exactly as recorded, or the account becomes meaningless. What does availability protect? It protects timely access for the people who are allowed in. A system can be perfectly secret and perfectly accurate, yet useless if nobody can reach it. Threats include hardware failure, power loss, and denial of service attacks that flood a system offline. You protect it with redundancy, tested backups, and no single point of failure. A hospital record must open the instant a nurse needs it. What happens when these protections fail? Flip each goal and you get its failure. Disclosure is confidentiality breaking, secrets getting out. Alteration is integrity breaking, data changed without approval. Destruction is availability breaking, a resource wrecked or taken offline. Learning these failures gives you a fast diagnostic. When something goes wrong, name which property just fell. Can you have too much security? Yes, and it is a real trap. Lock confidentiality down too hard, and authorized users cannot get their work done. Over-tighten integrity, and the same restriction hits availability. Swing too far toward open availability, and secrecy and accuracy start to leak. Security is a balance, not a dial you crank to maximum. Match the protection to what the asset is worth. What is authenticity? It is the assurance that data really came from its claimed source. It sits close to integrity, but the focus is origin, not only accuracy. When a message has authenticity, the receiver trusts both who sent it and that it arrived unchanged. Think of a signed contract. The signature ties the document to a specific, verified author. What is nonrepudiation? It means someone cannot deny an action they actually took. It stops a user from claiming they never sent that message or approved that transfer. You build it from identification, authentication, and careful logging. Digital signatures and transaction records make it hold. Without it, accountability collapses, because anyone can simply say it was not me. What ties identity to accountability? A foundational set of access services. On the surface, it is authentication, authorization, and accounting, but it really unfolds into 5 steps. Identification, you claim who you are. Authentication, you prove it. Authorization, the system decides what you may touch. Auditing, it records what you do. Accounting, someone reviews those records to hold you responsible. Drop any one, and the chain of accountability breaks. So let's bring it together. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability are the three goals you always protect. Their failures are disclosure, alteration, and destruction. Too much of any one starves the others, so you balance. Authenticity proves origin, and non-repudiation makes actions undeniable. Access services, from identification through accounting, tie every identity to accountability. Master these, and every later control has a home. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.